The value of Aerospace Self-Reliance Initiative was not simply the production of an aircraft but also the building of a local industry capable of creating the state-of-the-art products with commercial spin-offs for a global market. The LCA program was intended in part to further expand and advance India's indigenous aerospace capabilities. The Tejas is a single-engine multi-role fighter which features a tailless compound delta wing and is designed with relaxed static stability for enhanced maneuverability. Recently, we have seen that the number 18 Squadron, the Flying Bullets at the Sulur Air Force Station, is going to acquire on 27th of May 2020 the final order cutoff variant of Tejas Mark 1. This will be inducted into the squadron by the present Chief of Air Staff RKS Bhadoria. To get in more detail, let us understand the history of this particular squadron and what all beautiful things are there for us to consider, and why is this topic a very important strategic defense related update for us to consider. SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. It is one-stop solution for you if you're preparing for NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army and Indian Air Force Airmen Group X and Group Y. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter and Telegram and directly visit us through our website learn.ssbcrackexams.com and download our app from Google Play Store where you can have each and every defense related information, examination related content and study material always in your hand to keep your preparation on track. Beginning with the news is that the number 18 Squadron, known as the Flying Bullets, is an air defense unit of the Indian Air Force flying from the Sulur Air Force Station. Where is the Sulur Air Force Station? The Sulur Air Force Station is located in Tamil Nadu state of our country. On 27th of May 2020, that means tomorrow, the final order cutoff variant of Tejas Mark 1 will be inducted into this particular squadron of the Indian Air Force. Going into much more important details about the history of this number 18 Squadron, the squadron actually flew Indian license-built Mikoyan MiG-27ML aircrafts as a ground attack role until the aircraft was withdrawn from the Indian service in April 2016. The squadron was resurrected on 1st of April 2020 at Sulur in Tamil Nadu, and afterwards what happened is about the times of immemorial, the squadron was actually formed on 15th of April 1965 with 5 fallen Nats and 11 pilots. It is operated out of the Srinagar Air Force Station. Few pilots from this squadron flew operations with the 9th Squadron and 2 Squadron during the Indo-Pakistani War of 1965. Number 18 Squadron didn't officially participate in the Indo-Pakistani War of 1965, but it did support the squadrons which were officially participating, which included the 9th Squadron and the 2nd Squadron. Going on with much more in detail, the squadron first saw action during the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971. In 1971, officially it had participated in the war in the defending Kashmir Valley, and it operated out of the Air Force Station in Srinagar, consisting of 4 aircrafts, 17 officers, 72 men, commanded by Wing Commander P. Raina. After the war in February 1975, the Nats were phased out and replaced by HAL Ajits. HAL Ajits are the second version, the Mark II of the fallen Nats. In May of 1989, when the squadron was at Hindon, they were replaced with the MiG-27s, which were very tactical, important Russian-made aircrafts of the Indian Air Force at that point of time. Its former role of air defense was changed to ground attack. The squadron received Presidential Standard Award in the year of 2015 and will be reformed with the indigenous HAL Tejas aircrafts on 27th of May 2020, that is tomorrow. Now we have a complete update about what all aircrafts have been used from when to when in which airbase regarding this particular squadron. Fallen Nats were used from 15th of April 1965 to February of 1975, almost 10 years, and it worked at the Srinagar Air Force Station. After that, the second version of the Nats, known as the HAL Ajits, were used from February 1975 to May of 1989 at Hindon Air Force Station. MiG-27s were used from May 1989 to 15th of April 2016 at Kalaikunda Air Force Station, and HAL Tejas will be inducted from tomorrow at the Sulur Air Force Station for this particular squadron. Now we will understand about various design specifications about this particular aircraft. The Tejas aircraft is a combined delta wing. It is completely not delta wing. complete delta wing includes a triangular one, but this is a combined delta wing. You can find two different kinds of delta wing variants here, and these are very important for us to consider. That is why this aircraft has this particular shape. It doesn't end up directly up to here, and it is a combined delta wing aircraft having a lot of the formal frontal one, which makes the directional stability much more static. If this variant, the naval variant of the Tejas aircraft, will have much more down pointed cockpit, and this will increase the stability of this particular aircraft. This aircraft has around 7 hard points. 3 hard points are located on under each wing, and 1 hard point is located under the direct below the fuselage. That is it about in much more detail we can consider. And we have an exhaust pane here, and in the sense its direction is always in the single direction. Unlike the Sukhoi aircrafts where we have the directionally stabilized nozzles, we don't have directionally stabilized nozzles. The direction will be always in one particular direction itself. Going on with the structural production partners of the LCA Tejas, which include the front fuselage is developed by the Dynamic Technologies of Bengaluru. The central fuselage is developed by the VEM Technologies in Hyderabad, and the rear fuselage was developed by the Alpha Tokol in Bengaluru. Wings were actually prepared by the L&T in Coimbatore, and tail and fin rudder are developed by the National Aerospace Laboratory and Tata Advanced Materials Limited. The final integration of these were done at HAL Bengaluru. The design was completely done by the DRDO, HAL, and only the structural variants were made by these particular important companies, and that is a very important one for us to know. Before understanding the specifications, we have to understand the design attributes of the aircraft. LCA design was finalized in 1990 as a small tailless delta wing machine with relaxed static stability to enhance maneuverability, performance, and host of other advanced features. A review committee was formed in May 1989, which reported that Indian infrastructure, facilities, and technology had achieved sufficiently in most areas to undertake the project. It was decided that the full-scale engineering development FESD stage of the program would proceed in 2 stages, where in phase 1 we have the technology demonstration stage, and in phase 2 we have additional testing phase. After these 2 phases, by 2005, the Tejas had proven itself in the testing phase, and the first order for 20 series production aircrafts was placed. A follow-on order for an additional 20 SP aircrafts was placed in 2010, and I will also explain with you regarding the timeline of the Tejas Mark 1 and Mark 2, and the same information is written in detail in our blog. The role of the Tejas Mark 1 aircraft is, it is a multi-role light combat aircraft fighter. The manufacturer of this is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and the design group include the ADA or Aeronautical Development Agency, the Defense Research and Development Organization, and the National Aerospace Laboratories. It first flew on 4th of January 2001, and it was introduced officially in the year of 17th of January 2015. The maximum payload capacity of Tejas is 5,300 kilograms, having a total of around 7 hard points, 3 under each wing, 1 under the fuselage center line. Auxiliary fuel tanks can also be incorporated with 725, 800 or 1200 liters, which can be carried under the fuselage to extend the range of this particular aircraft. This aircraft is highly maneuverable. It can do many number of maneuvers, including the inverted maneuver too. An aerial refueling probe on the starboard side of the forward fuselage gives more capability to refuel in the air. It has all sort of stealth features, including the infrared stealth, the visual stealth, and many more, and these have been designed into the Tejas aircraft. Getting in more detail, the Rafale's Derby fire and forget missile will serve as the Tejas' initial medium-range air-to-air armament. BrahMos NG supersonic cruise missile is being developed for the R Tejas. Tejas uses Martin Baker 16LG00 ejection seat integrated with an indigenous CSS or canopy severance system, which is completely made by DRDO. The highest limit that this aircraft can give is around plus 8.5 G. That is a very high gravitational force being induced in the pilot in it. That means a plus 8.5 G will indicate that a pilot can experience 8.5 times more weight when he's under the more number of serious maneuvers in this particular aircraft. And that is it about this most important one for us to consider, guys. Originally intended to serve as an air superiority aircraft with a secondary ground attack role, its flexibility permits a variety of guided air-to-surface and anti-shipping weapons to be integrated for multi-role and multi-mission capabilities. The tailless compound delta planform is designed to be small and lightweight. This planform also minimizes the control surfaces needed, and it permits carriage of wider range of external stores and confers better close combat, high speed and high alpha performance characteristics than comparable cruciform wing designs. Extensive wind tunnel testing, on-scale models and complex computational fluid dynamic analysis have optimized the aerodynamic configuration for minimum supersonic drag, a low wing loading and high rates of roll and pitch. The number 18 squadron, formed in 1965 with the motto Tivra aur Nirbhaya, meaning swift and fearless, was earlier flying MiG-27 aircrafts, and now it is very proud moment for us to see the Tejas aircraft being inducted into this particular squadron. The squadron actively participated in 1971 war with Pakistan and was decorated with highest gallantry award Paramveer Chakra to Flying Officer Nirmaljeet Singh Sekhon posthumously also. This squadron earned sobriquet Defenders of Kashmir Valley by being the first to land and operate from Srinagar. The aircraft will be equipped by fly-by-wire flight control system, integrated digital avionics, multi-mode radar, and its structure is made of composite materials. Being the lightest and smallest in its group of 4th generation supersonic combat aircraft, Tejas will always be a forebearer of much more many indigenous aircrafts coming for us in the future. For more knowledgeable content and interesting information, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exams. Download our app from Google Play Store. Last but not the least, stay home, stay safe and Jai Hind.